Hey everybody, this is AFG 1997 here, coming back to you with another video that I'm going to be telling you since we're all hour away from now. The NBA on NBC debut of Coast to Coast. Tonight is the regional game in your local areas of NBC stations affiliates. Yes guys, we will get to that game for this week. Those games are going to be very exciting, very good games that I'm going to be looking forward tonight in my area that we're going to get in the Eastern Central Standard Time, because tonight's the World Series game 4, which I'm going to keep my eyes on that game between Shane Bieber versus Shohei Ohtani and must-see TV. The Knicks and the Bucks. Yes, the Knicks and the Bucks. I think the last time they met was in the playoffs, something like that. But I guess I'll take a look at this on my Wikipedia, because Knicks Bucks playoffs. Playoffs. If it's not there, let me check it out. How about the NBA in 2024 NBA playoffs? If I'm not mistaken, then I think it's 2024 NBA playoffs. I'm gonna take a look at the brackets. No, we didn't. They didn't face him except the Pacers and the Knicks. Not this time. What about last season? What about last season? Same thing. Same thing. 2023. We just passed 2024. How about 2023? So we're only an hour from now, by the way. Just want to keep my thoughts on the biggest basketball showdown in our sport, because I'm ready for tonight's game, because this is the doubleheader you're going to get on Peacock. If you don't have Peacock, sign up. 7-day free trial. If you don't have a 7-day free trial, then you're going to have to sign up with, especially if you get a 7-day free trial after it's up for a week ago, cancel it, so they won't charge you that. No, it's not there except Milwaukee and Brooklyn. I'm not too sure about that and what's going on. So there you go, guys. So tonight's game is gonna be good. The Knicks and the Bucks. That's a good game. So we're just gonna read the article some of us in the Eastern and Central Standard Time. We're gonna start live at the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the home of the Oceans band, jazz band back in the 80s, 1986. Yes, KGC Music. You could go subscribe to his channel, by the way. And also shout out to Dar Pierre Lewis, who lives in New York. I don't know if he's a Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks fan. It's just me, either one way or the other. You have to pick one. You can't have both. Like the Yankees and Mets. Come on, bro. Pick a team. If it was the Cubs or White Sox, I will pick one either way. Can't have both. So I digress. Knicks visit Giannis Akumatombo. Akumatombo. Bucks and bow of East contenders. Giannis Akumatombo and the New York Knicks spend much of the offseason being linked together in trade talks. And yes, we tell you about the NBA trade talks coming up this February. Is all eyes on Giannis Akumatombo. Yeah, he's gonna be traded very soon as during the Pro Bowl starts, right before the Super Bowl, after the conference championship. On Tuesday night, each party will see how the other is faring when Akumatombo and the Bucks host the Knicks in the first meeting of the season between a pair of Eastern Conference contenders. Both teams suffered their first defeats of the season on Sunday when the visiting Bucks fell to the Cleveland Cavaliers 118-113, and the Knicks lost to the host Miami Heat 115 to 107. Yeah, both teams took that loss on Sunday during the NFL games. Same with NASCAR on Martinsville. I will try to make a video when the time comes. The Championship 4 preview, all 3 categories. So hopefully stay tuned. The loss is a little to diminish another brilliant game by Akuma Combo, who shouldered even larger load than usual with Cole Anthony illness. Kyle Kuzma, left ankle, and Kevin Porter Jr. left ankle all sidelined. Akuma Combo nearly missed a triple-double and led all players in the game with 40 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists. He has posted at least 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in each of the Bucks' first 3 games. Hall of Famer Oscar Robertson and Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Doncic are the only other NBA players to start the season with 3 consecutive 30-10-5 games. Yeah, with points and rebounds, well, something like that, including this. Well, yeah, and assists, 30-10-5 games. And historic nature of Sunday's performance was a little consolation of Takuma Combo, who limited the near miss against another Eastern Conference power. The Cavaliers earned the top seed in the Eastern Conference, in the East last season by going 64-18. Yeah, in the second round, you saw what happened. They lost to the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton until the Tyrese Halliburton downfall in Game 7 of the finals against the Thunder. Quote, "It's definitely one of the best of the games. If you fight this hard, you want to leave this place with a win," Takuma Combo said. "You can put in the back of your head that Kuzma, Scoot, Porter, and Cole were not playing tonight and were still able to be close in the game, but that's not who we're going to be this year." The one-man show served a remainder of that the Bucks have won just one playoff series since 4 years ago, 2021. That was before the aftermath of coronavirus. So let's just leave it that way. When Takuma Combo led Milwaukee its first NBA title since 1971. Yeah, that was a half of the century since that drought ended it. And also, after the Bucks suffering their 3rd straight first-round exit last spring, the Knicks reportedly contacted Milwaukee about a trade for Takuma Combo. New York has made a series of all-in moves over the last 2 years, acquiring Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby. Yeah, we all saw that last year because of the trade from Minnesota and New York in 3 separate deals. And then firing Tom Thibodeau, after that loss to the Pacers in June, after he guided the franchise to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years, but still not enough to beat the Pacers in 6. Still, despite a 2-1 start, vulnerabilities have appeared in the Knicks roster construction center. Mitchell Robinson has yet to play while dealing with a chronic left ankle injury, while Josh Hart has been limited to 48 minutes over 2 minutes because of the back spasm. The thing how his injuries goes, if Josh Hart was hurt those last couple of games, he will not start very soon this week before Halloween. And the NBA in-season tournament, nobody's buying that. Towns averaging 20 points and 14 rebounds, but has been listed as questionable before all 3 contests due to a right quad injury. As similar to the Bucks, Knicks lost Sunday despite an all-around effort from their superstar, Jalen Brunson, former Villanova Wildcats. Collected a game-high 37 points and 7 assists. Bronson was 14 out of 26 shooting, including 5 of 11 from three-point land. The rest of the Knicks were 24 out of 72 from the field, including 10 out of 43 from beyond the arc. Overall this season, New York is shooting 40% and 33.1 from a long range, down from 48.6 and 36.9 respectively last season. Quote, of course you're happy you're getting good looks, but at the same time you're frustrated as hell that you're not making them, Towns said. We haven't shot well at the start of the season. It's because the Knicks weren't too impressive after that last schedule, and I'm going to look at the New York Knicks schedule, how they did. And yes, tonight is the night you're going to be seeing it on NBC, and that game will be in my local affiliate area in my time. Now, let's go to the Knicks schedule, shall we, before we head to our next game. Previous dates. Yeah, they beat the Sixers. And again, twice, no advertisement, please. Well, that's the preseason, excuse me. They beat the Cavs. They beat the Knicks. But they lost to Miami on Sunday, as I mentioned that. So, they beat their rivals on Friday. And this is I'm hiding the odds, so we don't want no gambling. And let's go to Milwaukee Bucks schedule. The start of the season, well, they beat the Wizards. They beat the Raptors on Friday. And they lost to Cleveland on Sunday. After the Knicks beat the Cavs on Friday. Well, actually, take that back. On Thursday. Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night. No, Wednesday night, excuse me. Wednesday night before the Spurs game. So there you go. Now, I will get to right now between the Clippers and the Warriors. For those of you in the West Coast, like the Champ YouTube Gamer, Hitman Reinhardt, good luck getting that game in your area. And we're not going to read the rest of it because I know Al Horford is back as Warriors tangle with rivals the Clippers. So let's read it before that. I'm just going to read this, but maybe a few. But, I don't know. No, maybe not. Scratch that. But, let's look at the Warriors' schedule. Week 1. They were 2-0. They beat the Lakers on Tuesday night. Last Tuesday, you saw that game on NBC by 10 points. Steph Curry made the dagger at Crypto.com Arena. Also, no, we're still calling it Staples Center. I'm still calling it Staples Center. Staples Center. And they beat the Denver Nuggets 2 nights later on Thursday night, and that game was also on ESPN. Yeah, on ESPN. Malika Andrews was there. Dave Pasch was calling the game with Doris Burke. And the Blazers, they beat the living snot out of the Golden State Warriors, kicked the snot out of them. But last night, they held back against the Memphis Grizzlies. They just held back. And tonight you're facing the Clippers team, but the Clippers side, they lost to the Utah Jazz, but they won the next two, the Phoenix Suns on Friday, and then Sunday they beat the Portland Trailblazers by 7 points. All these high-scoring basketballs, like I said, these low managements and shooting threes, no defense, they're still not the same in the NBA. What they're doing right now. Go back to the old school the way it was. Go back to the old school. Like, please. I mean, this sport is never going to be within a no doubt about that. So, that's just my question is, how are we going to shoot that ball? So, I am going to read, let's just say, right there. Without Horford on the second night, Golden State ran out of gas against the Blazers. Yeah, as we told you that. So, let me know the thoughts you think in the comment section below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah. So, hope you guys are tuning in tonight. Is this the time if the Clippers or the Warriors can pass by if Steph Curry could shoot threes? I can say what happens. We'll see what happens. But if the if the Bucks could beat the Knicks, you're gonna see what happens. So catch you guys later because the game starts a couple of minutes at 7 o'clock in my area. Peace. I'm out.